Man. Let me. I gotta put some good information out to my two young boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Baby Knowledge and Little Money, WSR. You feel me? As long as I done raised them both, like, you know what I'm saying, over all these years, the most powerful thing I stress to them, man, are like, I knew once I'm done raising them, like, you know what I'm saying, when they finally turn 18, once I'm done raising them all the way up, man, I'm gonna know that I won and I succeeded. On their 18th birthday, man, it's gonna be like I got my championship ring as far as being a father and being a dad. As long as I keep them up out of the back of a police car. You feel me? I always stress that, like, to myself, like, and not until today. Well, exactly today, just this very moment, I just seen and witnessed the like, I ain't even know. I just kept being to myself, like, you know, keep them out of the back of the police car, because I know that's the initial, you know what I'm saying, being put in handcuffs for your very first time ever in life is a hell of an experience, you know. So I was put in handcuffs when I was, first time I ever was put in handcuffs, I was probably 11 or something. Probably about 11. Like, I think, some stealing mopeds. Like, way before I ever got turned out and start really doing some real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got for stealing mopeds. Stealing mopeds. We had already stole hundreds of them before you ever get caught. You know, you always do shit the most before you ever get caught for the shit. So we already, I ain't say we, but I had already stole hella mopeds before I ever got, well, I ain't gonna just say I, because I wasn't stealing by myself, you know, like, but, and I only didn't get caught. We got caught, like, you know, me and one of my partners, like, I think we got caught, like, I ain't gonna go about with the moped shit, really, or my arrest. But look, we got caught probably like 2 times or something, like, out, you know, and we stole hundreds of them, like, all over South. You know, just stole mopeds, like, you know, Zumbas, jogs, sprees, you feel me? Vespas, anything we could get our hands on with a motor on it, you know what I'm saying? We'll be downtown Market Street, you know what I'm saying? Like, folk riding in the middle of the street, going down one way and everything, like four of us on one moped. It'll be like 4 of us on it. And then it'll be like 4 other mopeds, or we should be posseed up. But anyway, let me get into depth though, because this really touched my heart, my mind, and my soul, man, this morning, because, like I said, my initial investment to them, man, is just, as long as I keep them up out of the back of a police car, you feel me? You could get put in handcuffs and shit. They might sit your ass on the sidewalk or something, or some mistaken identity, or just anything. I prefer that, you know what I'm saying? But you could get put in the handcuffs, but once they put you in the back of that police car, I don't want that. Like, I don't want that for my young souls, man. And moral to what I'm saying and getting at, man, and addressing is that I just left out. I get a little speeding ticket, you know what I'm saying, in some other city, and I try to sign up for a little community service, like, you know, I was always getting, you know what I'm saying, tickets in San Francisco. I had no problems clearing them up. You know what I'm saying? I used to have no problems clearing them up. I always took them to trial. Police officers never come to trial. So I always, you know, they always just throw a ticket away. But anyway, Or either they'll give you work project and you'll know somebody and you'll go get it signed off or something and probably don't even have to work. But anyway, like, I get the little ticket, so the judge, I had already got hella tickets already in this little city, and then I always just paid them, man. I always paid the ticket. But somehow, the judge gonna say, do you want community service? For the very first time I heard this, so I'm like, yeah, let me get community service. So, you know, it's like a $700 ticket. So I get the little community service this morning. I go to the little sheriff office or something to sign up for the little community service. I fill out the little form and shit, like filling out a job application and shit. And I ain't into that shit, because that's a gang of wasting my time and shit. Fill out mine. I'm not speaking for everybody when I'm speaking on jobs, man. So I hope y'all don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying, don't take it the wrong way. But for me, now I even understood, man. Like I said, I learned a lot. I learned the lesson this morning. Like, so anyway, so I go, I sign up, right? So the dude come back out and he like, you don't qualify, like you can't have work program, like, because of your criminal history, whatever. I'm like, my criminal history? I'm like, I only got, I'm telling, because it's the sheriff dude I'm talking to. I ain't about to argue with him. I'm just, so I'm like, I'm trying to get some explanation and some understanding from you a little bit, so I, just gather up some more information, because information is key, man. So I'm trying to get some, so I'm like, my criminal history, I'm like, I only have one adult conviction, felony conviction, like one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't elaborate to him, but shit, I'll elaborate I'll elaborate to it about it right now. You feel me? I'm my adult conviction, I was like 21, 22 years old. Like I was like 21, 22 years old. Like when the shit happened. Like that's only one adult conviction. So he like, it's about your arrest record, how, you know what I'm saying, your rap sheet. I'm like, my rap sheet? To me, that shit the moral to my story. So my rap sheet is basically all the times that I done been in back of the police cars, and brought to the station and arrested. I mean, back of the police car. Man, you in back of the police car, that motherfucker drive off, you're arrested. You know what I'm saying? If you in handcuffs, you in back of the police car, and that motherfucker drive off with you from the scene or wherever you at, that's an arrest. You know what I'm saying? So it's taking you to go, you're arrested. So, but yeah, man, I ain't about to elaborate on the court process and all that shit, but that's bullshit, because somehow I gotta get that shit cleaned up, or hopefully I can. But anyway, so I probably got hell of them. I got hell of them. You feel me? Like, so that shouldn't, man. So anyway, that's why I always stress to my young boys, man, I didn't tell them a lot about it. I don't talk to them a lot about it, because they're on the right track, just the way I raised them and the way I supervise them, you know what I'm saying, and the communities that I based them out of and shit, they cool, like, you feel me? So I never really beat them down, beat them upside the head with that type of stuff, man. Anyway, like I'm saying though, it's okay, let me get back to my train of thought. Look. Man, I'm gonna go way deep off into this. I gotta go deep off into this. So look, I owe like probably $50,000 for financial, like for a student loan or whatever. Like, they give you the little student loans and shit. Like I owe 50 racks on that. That's for that. You know what I'm saying? My college education cost me like $50,000. Probably cost me like 48. Down there applying interest to that shit. That shit just going up and up and up and up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay it off. You know what I'm saying? I plan on paying it off in one lump sum, not no payments and shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably want like $500 a month for that shit. Anyway, I plan on just giving them their $50,000. I was trying to let my music pay for that shit. Give me a record deal or something. You know what I'm saying? I signed my own record deal with Lone Star Records to the company. So, I plan on just, you know what I'm saying, selling a few hours and just giving them that money, like, you know what I'm saying. So I ain't even really tripping off that. But what I'm saying to say this is, when I went to school, it was like this. I had got a home loan first, so you know what I'm saying, like, gave me a home loan for $250,000. So I took the home loan, whatever, had a house built, all the shit. You know, my first home back in, you know what I'm saying, I was like 26 or something, like 26 years old or something at that time. So had my first house built. Anyway, so after the house or whatever, I kept the house for like 5-6 years. So after the house, but it was in a different state, so I planned on not living in that state any longer. So, you know what I'm saying, everything when you do it your first time, you learn your lessons. So anyway, what I'm saying is that I learned, like, so when I got the student loan, I was like, shit, anybody give me a loan, I'm gonna take it. Like, I'll take any, like, if you want to give me a loan, like, I don't got no good credit, so if you give me a loan, shit, I'm taking. I ain't done like that. Like, shit. Like, so they gave me the little school loan, so I jumped on it, like I got a hell of an education. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even get education back, because education is something they could never take from you. They could take money, they could take a lot, but they could never take what's in your head. You know what I'm saying? They can never take that away from me. So I accepted that, like, whatever. But what I'm saying is, moral to this point of the matter is that even with that, like, okay, if I did go try to get temporary employment and I go to get a job, even with a bachelor's degree in hand, all that shit. This is what I'm telling you, the certain procedures, certain parts of the process, they don't tell you about the other parts of the processes that are going to come up. So what if I would have went to school to become a doctor or a lawyer? Well, probably a lawyer, I probably could have got it. I don't know. Probably not. What if I would have went to school to be a doctor or something? They would have gave me the they would have sold me the education. Then I would have went to try to become a doctor, and they would have brought up my arrest records and shit and be like, it ain't no way you ever going to be a doctor. So basically what I'm stressing is right now is that I paid for education to where now I got a $50,000 education, whatever, $50,000 in debt, and I still I haven't tried. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100 with the public. If I'm speaking on it, I'm gonna be 100 with it. I haven't even tried. So that was the only plus and benefit for myself when I was in school, when I was sitting in the classrooms with my peers, you know what I'm saying, with other students, and I knew that they were going out to probably try to use this to get them a job. I was in the classroom, I already knew I wasn't going to use this to try to get me a job. I was just in there to try to use this to further build my companies. Is already had that, so I don't, you know what I'm saying, so I don't regret anything at this point. Like, that was my main, I was using education. I want to transfer that into making me millions of dollars, like, you know what I'm saying, like self-made. So anyway, but if I would have been banking on getting a job, which the paperwork, you know what I'm saying, which the diploma, which the piece of paper should be your backup plan to get employed and get a good job. But if I go try to get a great job and then they bring up my criminal history record, come on, man, like even not, like I say, I only have one adult conviction, so that should be the only thing that should be really looked at and analyzed. All that other shit is shit I was never convicted upon. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was never convicted upon. I was never like, that shit is like water. That shit is like a mistake on your part. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like they arrest you and they can't get you, so they gotta let you go. And that's what my arrest record was. Y'all was arresting me and y'all had to let me go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's not my fault. It's your fault that y'all arrested me, and because if they can catch you, they gonna get you. Period, point blank. If they can catch you on anything, you know what I'm saying, the smallest of shit, they gonna get you. You feel me? But if you can beat them at their game, I mean, well, it ain't really a game. You know what I'm saying? But if you can, you know, if you can not let them get you, then you winning still. But anyway, man, like I said to my young boys, that's what, like I say, the power is in their hands. If they never get arrested, all the shit, man, the world is open for opportunities to them. Man, they fresh 18 years old. Now, go fill out a job application. Bam, they gonna get hired in a mall, get hired anywhere. I'm just saying all that to say, man, I wish I had them options, man. I wish I had a dad in my life that you know what I'm saying, especially a dad as a father figure, because, you know what I'm saying, the male have authority, you know, over, like, if you raised by a single mom or something and shit like that and never have a male around, especially as your dad, because he got authority. So he gonna tell you what's right and wrong and what you can and cannot do. Like, my kids, like, these niggas, they cannot pull no shit that I ever pulled in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was driving at the age of 9 years old, whipping cars. Like, man, I was 9 years old. I barely could see over the steering wheel. And this is all factual, not fiction. Everybody in my neighborhood know that what I do, the shit niggas was doing, man. You feel me? So I was 9 years old. It ain't no way in the world my kid gonna be driving at the age of 14, 15. He not gonna drive until he able to get a normal license. Man, I done been almost killed dead so many times in so many car accidents. I done had about 100 car accidents before I was 16 years old driving. So my driving defense my skills is so up to par right now, because I'm a defense driver. I already know the pain and you know what I'm saying. I done been laid out on streets. Shit, back of Harbor Road on Bob's straightaway. Shit, I got head-on collision into an 18-wheeler truck. Smack, boom. I was like 15, something, 16. You know what I'm saying? In the car with my girlfriend, trying to light a blunt, nigga, trying to eat on a burger from Greasy Spoons. You feel me? Trying to eat me a burger. You feel me? And nigga, smacked head on. Nigga, knocked my teeth all the way to the back of my mouth. Nigga, I was in surgery and some more shit. I was out cold. So all the little girls and shit, they was coming down there and seeing me laid out in the middle of the street in my drawers and my boxers. They had to cut all my clothes off and all this shit. The girl got fucked up. Anyway, I ain't gonna get into all my cards. I ain't gonna get into all that. But anyway, man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Note2Self, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like, man, it's just that, man, I just want my young boys to know that we in this shit to win this shit. And, you know, through them, I get to live again, and I get to, you know what I'm saying, do things right that I didn't do right the first time. Like I say, when you don't got that male father figure in your life and in your presence, like, you know what I'm saying, it ain't only about giving your kids money. It's the time is way more valuable than money. You know what I'm saying? It's way more valuable. You gotta be there. I really care if you be there or not. It ain't really up to me. I just have to do mine. Like, I ain't being selfish or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? That was my primary focus and my primary goal, and what God put me, I had to take care of mine. So to each his own. Like anybody else, man, I ain't trying to judge nobody. It is what it is. I really care less. I only care about what I got rocking and going on, and I care about myself. This world is too hard for me to be focused on anybody else's play. Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, for males being in these young ones' lives, man, and not letting them go the wrong way to where they gotta bump their head so many times and they can't replace them bumps. Like, you feel me? Like, can't nobody take care of the bruises and the bumps. Like I said, as far as my arrest record, man. Like, I could, it ain't nothing. I'm just gonna go pay the $700 in cash and go pay. I don't even want to work anyway. They was probably gonna waste my time having me doing so much. I ain't really gonna work, but I didn't want to pay the money at the same time. So I was just trying to get out of paying a couple $100. They still was gonna have me pay half of it. So anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. But for my young boys, man, the key to, nigga, the world is yours. Like, you can access everything as a young black man in this world with no criminal history and ever. You ain't even got fingerprinted yet. You know what I'm saying? That's your right taken away. Once you get arrested, they fingerprint you in a database. Bam, your rights taken away right then. So if you ain't never even fingerprinted yet because you ain't never gotten put in the back of the police car and brought to the station, man, I'm gonna do a hell of a job once that's completed. Man, anyway, Won't Stop Records, Shoreview Shan the Ghost, WSR, you know it's my movement. That W, that's R, that WMMG, Wisdom Multimedia Group. Holla at the boy. Hit Shoreview Shan up on everything. SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that shit. Just type in the search Shoreview Shan. If you ain't on the planet Mars, you got internet access and you got them social sites. So tap in. Holla at the boy. Hunters Point Call. Woo! I'm out. It's today's date, April the 12th, 2016. Won't Stop is my movement. HP Call. Woo! Woo!